In this video, I'll show you 6 of the best audio presets in DaVinci Resolve free. Okay, let's hop in. I'm here in Fairlight and I've got plenty of audio tracks. I'm on audio track 12. Up above, I've got more presets. These are my fun presets available for you to download, by the way, using the link down below. So let's get started with a little voice sample of me. And here on audio track 12, I'm going to hit the plus key here and look for delay, first of all. And I really like using Fairlight effect called echo to create this kind of sound. Can't wait to hear what your thoughts are. Now, it's pretty standard. That's like echo delayed by a certain amount of time, 500 milliseconds on the left channel and 1000 milliseconds on the right channel. This would sync perfectly in beat with a track that is 120 BPM, for instance. But one really cool hack about this particular effect is if you switch effects as you're playing back, you get a really nice rewind or slow down effect. So as I play back, I'm going to switch from slow crossover preset to the swirling close preset and listen to what happens. And I can't wait to hear. It's a really nice rewind, reverby, echoey sound. I'm going to switch to the next plugin that I'd like to show you, and this one is Distortion under Fairlight Effects Distortion. And here you'll see we get a simple waveform here. Let's rewind to the start, and I can actually go ahead and change the shape of the waveform to be really square. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets. So nothing like a good bit of distortion, but we can actually do better with this distortion. We can go ahead and change the level of it so we can make it louder or quieter and change the ceiling, but also most importantly we can change the frequency cuts. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets. So if I add lots of high cut, we're getting low end bass distortion, and if I increase the low cut, the inverse will happen. We'll get a lot of saturation up in the high end. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets. It sounds pretty good. It's pretty clear, pretty crisp, pretty edgy actually. And one of the best things is I could actually layer this, so I could hold down the Alt or Option key and drag this to a new track, double up here, and then just go ahead and turn down the volume on this saturation here to get a nice saturated sound on my voice. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve. And if I think that's too high, I can turn it down further. Audio presets. And it gives me a nice bit of distorted saturation without sounding over the top and in your face. Next up, I'm in the modulation area of Fairlight Effects, and we're going to go for chorus. Chorus is a fantastic preset in itself. Let's listen to the default sound. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets. Okay, not sounding too bad, but I can expand the width and the delay time. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets, which sounds really good. Now I can also go ahead and play with the frequency. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets. So I can add that kind of robotic sound. I can also pitch it down. Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets. And I can also change the shape of the waveform here and the level of manipulation. Hopefully you'll get a good idea from this sound sample as to how exactly they work. I'm delighted that you've decided to try them out for yourself. So you'll hear there it's modulating fast on my voice and expanding the sound of my voice using chorus, which is really cool. Next up, we're going to look at the pitch effect under Pitch, Fairlight Effects and Pitch. And here it is. It's a really easy one to use. We can go down in semitones like this, -6.
Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve.
Pretty scary and demonic in a way. Or we could go high and get a pixie.
Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets.
Not bad at all, just by increasing or decreasing the semitones. Now, if we want to double up between original voice and the pitched voice, we can actually go halfway between dry and wet, meaning we get the original voice plus the pitched voice. Let's have a listen.
Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets.
And that will actually give a nice robotic sound to the voice as well. So pitch is another great way of playing with the voice. Now, the penultimate effect I'm going to show you actually sits back inside the effects menu, and this time we're going to go for reverb, and this one is actually really good because you can see and manipulate the size of the room. So perhaps I want to be in a really big room, or I want to be in a tight shower cubicle. So let's start off with the shower cubicle and listen.
Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve audio presets.
Not bad, so I can hear I'm in a tight, small space, but if I expand, this will be more like an arena or church hall.
Hello, these are my new DaVinci Resolve noises.
And you can hear it's bouncing around a bigger room. Now I can change things and see them happen in real time visually. So direct, that's the amplitude of the initial voice. I can make that loud. The early reflections, that's the reflections that come back initially, I can turn down. And the volume of the reverb, I can also turn down. I can also play with different frequencies as well, just to dial this a bit differently. And what's more, I can increase the reverb time if I want a long amount of decay and see it visually here. So let's go along to the end and listen to how my reverb sounds now.
And I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are.
Okay, that's great. I've got a big, echoey, cathedral-style reverb going on there, but actually what I'd like to do is hear more of my original voice, and I can do that by mixing between dry and wet like so.
And I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are.
And if I'm still feeling that the initial voice isn't loud enough, I can turn the direct volume up a bit more.
And I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are.
And now I've got my voice with the lovely background reverb occurring and sounding brilliant. This is the easiest reverb I've ever seen to dial in terms of height, length, and width of a room, how long the reverb goes on, how loud those early reflections are, and of course, playing with reflection tones and frequencies as well to really dial in reverb just as you want it. Finally, if you'd like to grab some fun presets to play with yourself in DaVinci Resolve, I have them available for you to download. Use the link down below and you can get effects such as this: a demon voice,
Audio presets.
muffled inside boxes,
Audio presets.
on the phone,
Audio presets.
and even a vintage sound.
Audio presets.
So they are available to download using the link down below. And I did not forget preset number 6, and that is noise reduction in DaVinci Resolve Free. Yes, you can do it.
All right, hi Mike.
That is Isabella there, recorded in a very noisy environment. And again, on audio track 12, I can go plus, restoration, and Fairlight Effects noise reduction. In here, I can dial in all of these dials to get really the best noise reduction I can do in the free version of DaVinci Resolve. That's an advanced effect, and if you want to go and find out more about it, I suggest you go and watch this next video where I dive in deep to noise reduction inside DaVinci Resolve Free.